Hello, this is Shadow Z0 back with another episode of Super Castlevania 4. And when we last left off, water. It's everywhere. This is so weird. It takes your hearts, though. Fuck. That's another thing. This game incorporated multiple different aspects, and I'm gonna pass up the axe. Anyway, how was everyone? I think I have this recording thing set up. I'm trying to use Camtasia. I'm going from Cam Studio, which everyone used? I don't know, it's your typical mediocre freeware. Anyway, I'm also using a new mic, so I'm hoping my voice projects a little bit more and I actually sound like a person. Compared to what I actually sound like, I sound a little boring. Anyway, those are spikes, they deal damage. You know, pointy things are bad. Go, jump over. The water will push you forward, so you will hit things. This is another one of my more favorite tracks from the game. Also, walking forward, what makes you walk in place so you don't go forward or backward when you're moving in the water. I can say you lost about half of the hearts I started with because of what that hand broke me a little bit. We're gonna be moving on. Once again, most of the enemies die in one hit, 2, very rarely 3 at this level in the game. Here we go, new screen. And going to stage 3? No boss? No. And it looks like you're going through a mine-type area, up waterfalls, through a pavilion, and to the bat. I don't believe those little globules of water hurt you, but then again, this is Castlevania. I don't want to find out. Now, this is another example of why your whip is the absolute best thing in the world. No, never mind. I need a specific sub-weapon to prove my point. But you're gonna be, if you actually have played the older Castlevania games, you will notice that you will be using your sub-weapons a lot less. Also, just watch spell. Yeah, whatever. There's a multi-level layer here. What I mean by that is you can go up or down. There's a goodie up here. I don't think there's anything else, is there? What over here? Oh, we got something. Maybe? Get the cross. Oh, a lot of points. And in case you took damage like I did from the bat, you also have the turkey leg. Which I also found out is, I believe it's also called the pork roast? I don't know, it looks like a chicken or a turkey leg. Here we go. Now I just threw up the cross, even though it is better, to prove a point. This is the holy water weapon. You know, as in traditional Castlevania fashion, you throw it, it leaves a flame that lingers. Very good for dealing with these golems, however, you can also just whip it! It doesn't linger for very long, but if it does hit something, I think the effect is delayed a little bit. Yeah, double shot's okay. But the sub-weapons are just, they're not really useful. I mean, that was another example, that you just use a whip. Also, those deal damage when you stop and fuck around. But only then. Only then. If you actually stop just because, then they won't hit you. Oh, fuck. I forgot, the shrapnel also hits you. The holy water is actually a very good weapon in terms of attack damage, because it does hit multiple times. Oh, and it falls in the water. And because it is Castlevania, you must suspect that everything, no matter what it looks like, will kill you. Now, I did get an icon there. It was an icon of the Roman numeral 2. What this is this... Normally, when you try to activate your sub-weapons, you can only have one of them on the screen at any time. What I got is commonly called double shot, where it allows you to have two of the weapon on the screen at the same time. You get this item from killing enemies with the sub-weapon. And if you change sub-weapons, you lose it. See here, I have another icon, the triple shot, so now I get to throw 3 of them at once. The only thing I don't like about the chain swinging physics is that you can extend and decrease the length of the whip while you hit swing, which does come into play later. But if you get off in a platform, as you can see, Simon goes through platforms. And if, I guess, more of your body is out of the platform than in the platform, you go through the platform and you die. That's a beginner's trap. What it'll do is, the platform is set there just in case you get hit and knocked back. The knockback bullshit is still there. Just, it's a lot more fair. Because if you were hit by an enemy and you were anywhere near a pit in the older Castlevania, you would die. Unconditionally, you would gravitate towards the pit and die. That's how it worked, right? Anyway, it looks like we're coming up to a boss. Maybe? I love this track. I'm gonna be quiet for a minute so you can listen to it. Yeah, what do you think of that? I'm personally, I'm more of a fan of when the music actually goes faster. When it gets slower, it just seems a little dull. Son of a bitch! And that is another classic Castlevania gripe. That, you know, the knife is a worthless weapon. It's crap. And of course, before a boss or any major points, they will give you the knife and a candle that you will probably walk over and lose your cross weapon or your holy water weapon, which are arguably the better, which are pretty sure all better than the knife. Come on. Yeah, cool. Ooh, hit him. Up the stairs. Now I am taking damage here. Now as you can see up there, there's that hand from level 1. Due to Castlevania. Now that's another power-up, the cross-type weapon. Ah, shit. Wow. That was kind of weird. I died and then I fell. So what? Anyway. Now as you can see when you die, your whip degrades. Or downgrades, I'm sorry. Making your life a little bit more difficult, but entirely manageable. Now these blocks that don't have this diamond design on them will break when you stand on them. The ones that have diamonds, you're safe. That was a really bad time to die. Need a lot of... Now that one was in an easier place, so of course he's not going to drop parts. Now we're going to start our vertical ascension. It's a very easy place to die because, there you go. What is at the bottom of the screen that kills Simon Trevor Belmont? I don't know who it is. It's never really specified. What is it that kills them? I don't understand. I mean, I understand there has to be a boundary, but why do they have to die when they hit the bottom of the screen? I don't really get it. Ah, shit. That is platforming. Going up the stairs. I'm gonna use save states this time and just be a little bit more careful. I don't know about you, but when I have that safety cushion, it makes me, I don't know, it makes me play a little better. And then I got the whip upgrade that you can't really see. Now here. Oh, cool. See, this game is extremely generous with the sub-weapons. There's almost no reason for it, but I will take it. Because there is a boss coming up. No, I've said that for like the past... Oh, wow. You have to think ahead a little bit. Usually it's actually not a bad thing if you die in the stage. That looks like a platform to fall through, by the way. It's not really bad if you die in the stage, because what it does is it allows you to practice that stage. Now here's another... Originally, when I first played this game, I thought I had to jump from the left side on top into the right side. And here we have another boss. Actually, this one's unique. Reminds me a little bit of Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Now, I personally have a gripe with this boss because it takes way too long. If you have the axe weapon like I do, you're pretty much set. And if you stand in the middle, if you get thrown back, you get you actually land somewhere, as I clearly demonstrated. Now, each of these dragons has their own individual life bar. They also each have one different attack. One breathes long-range fire, one breathes close range. So if you stay long-range, you will only get hit by one. If you go close-range, you can still hit him by two. Once again, easy work. Get the Castlevania, get the orb. Why do you get that? Anyway, I'll start at the next stage, and then we'll move on. Stage 4. I think this game has 7 stages altogether. Gotta go up the tower. Well, let's move on. This track is also reused in other Castlevania games, including Castlevania Circle of the Moon, I believe. Now, there's a gimmick with these green platforms. Observe. You jump on them, they flip, sending you to your death. But there will be times where you have to jump on them, so you have to do some very quick jumping, like that. First, double shot axe, I will take it. Is that... What? I don't have a bestiary or a type of encyclopedia that I can see these enemies' names, but... Is there a website or a wiki? I didn't think I was going to make that. See, the enemies die in one hit. It doesn't feel very accomplishing when you... Oh, look. Jump, jump, jump. So normally when you hit the platform, you will, the platform will hit over and die. You have to jump before the platform flips. There's probably goodies in the candles. I can't reach. But I don't want to chance it, because I have a pretty good setup right now. There we go. Woo! That suck. I don't want to fall. That's another thing, that skeleton, if you jump too close, you will die. That's another thing of those pith physics. Okay. I did a save state there just because there's a, if I remember correctly, unique boss. Yes. The only time he really attacks you is when you attack him. And the objects fall where you are. So what do you do in terms of a counter strategy? See? This is when the bosses actually begin to get tough. I'm not really sure. I need to have a good start to that. That'd be a good one. Oh, I wonder. Usually when I was younger, when I actually played this, that's something you can try doing, is when you whip him, leave the whip extended and reach it upwards really quick, like that. The problem is you still get hit. I don't know. Some of these bosses, there's really no other strategy besides just come in and be good. You can't block them, I don't think. Also, another cool effect is when you damage the skull, it actually cracks open. Oh, I get it. It only lands on where... What I don't understand is why my whip will do 2 damage on one attack and then 1 on the next. I don't get it. Anyway, this next part looks a little tricky, so I'm gonna stop for now. This is Shadows at Zero signing off. See you again.